The next activity you're going to work on here is the Tab Leaders handout. And this is going to be completed after you have finished your final exam. So if we go ahead and open up a new document, you're going to receive a handout or an email that's going to look something very similar to this. It's going to give you the directions up on top of what you need to do. This is working with Tab Leaders. Now, an easy way to really use Tab Leaders is possibly for aligning information, as you can see here, but also for probably creating something like a table of contents page. You can see where all these dots are in, and it's something you don't have to type in, but it can automatically set up. Now you can see that you can use different variety of things, and you may say, well, why don't you just use a tab? Well, a tab you have to go by 1/2 inch each time. Instead, what we're going to do is set it up the way we want it. And so we're going to open up a blank document. Let's go ahead to New. And the first thing that it's going to ask us to do is to center our title. And so we'll go ahead and do that. So now I have my title typed in, and now I'm on the far left margin. Now I haven't changed anything else yet. I'm going to start typing in the first information here. It says wheeling and dealing. I'm going to leave the insertion point after the G here to set up my tab leader. Now notice again that I have my ruler up. If you don't have a ruler up, make sure you click on the View tab and you have the ruler box checked. So as we leave the insertion point here blinking at us, I'm going to click on this box right next to the word paragraph. And if you kind of remember this back from the beginning activities, this should help you out. So under here, I'm going to go all the way to the bottom left where it says tabs. When I click on that, it's going to have this tab stop position. So where we set it up before is when we hit the tab key, it's going to stop at that mark on the ruler and then the next mark. What we're going to do instead is we're going to have those dots or lines put in automatically until we tell it to stop. And as the direction stated, it wants it at the 6-inch mark. So with this tab stop position, I'm going to type a 6. And it wants it to be right aligned. And I click the right radio button, and then here you're going to match up the leader with which one it asks for on the actual directions. And so I'm going to click on the 2 here, and again make sure you hit set before you hit OK. I'm going to go ahead and hit set. Make sure the 6 is in the box here before you hit OK. I hit OK, and now nothing has really changed. You may notice this little black mark on here, which is the tab stop. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the tab key, and it puts those dots in automatically for us. So I go ahead and type that number in, and as you can notice, it's going to be right aligned. I hit enter, I type my next item in, hit tab, and then put my next number in. Now let's say you get done with those, you get your next title in, and now you're ready to set for the next one. So let's say you type in your next title, and you leave your insertion point there again. You can go back to the box here, labeled paragraph, go back to the tabs, and you can do it 2 different ways. You can do a clear all, which you basically would just start over from the beginning, or you can click on the 6 again. It's on the right one, and then here you can just match up the next one that you need. Click on the 4 or the 3, whichever one's appropriate, hit set, and hit OK. I have my insertion point there, I hit the tab key, and it puts those numbers in automatically for us. And so there you can go ahead and put in your next title and keep changing those tab leaders. The directions for this are telling you to put them all onto one page. You may have to mess around with the text size possibly a little bit. Otherwise, you're going to have to work with your margins or spacing. But get them all onto one page, and then you'll be completed working with the tab leaders.